This is not good.
Oh, Wu with some great picks off that ult to start this push here.
Absolutely beautiful. You love to see it. I'm a Bucky player myself, so I really it just warms my heart. The ult at 4 is coming back in with the rocket ult though, so with that they should have an advantage. Outside that, the cloak ult could be just a hard counter. It just depends, but you can burst through it with the rocket ult. It's definitely hard to do, but something to keep in mind that can be a counter. Big 501. I love the rocket res beacon placement. You're never going to find that, so they're going to get somebody immediately back in the battle.
As a fellow rocket player, I appreciate good plays.
We all respect the characters we play most, right? You just notice it way more.
Oh yes.
All right, so it's kind of a neutral fight. Oh, they got some flank from the Phoenix. Oh, the Rainier is coming in to try to counter it. It's a very strong way to counter.
Jolt from Barry B. Benson here.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's huge with the combo with his E, making big plays. So they should. Oh, they still had to pull it. I'm super surprised. The res came out, but they were still up one. He still had to pull it out, but they didn't count it. Like, I guess it's because of the cloak ult. So. At the end of the day, Ulta 4 is obviously going to take that, but it would have been nice to be able to do it without the rocket ult.
Well, Beaver came out with a quick punch to start, but it looks like Ulta 4 settled in a little bit and held a couple pushes here.
Yeah, 2 minutes is a good amount of time. I don't think they're really super worried yet. You won't see any strange swaps for the portal or anything like that. But that being said, the rocket ult plus thing ult could be a fight winner. The Rainier ult, we've seen big things out of that, but it's got to be huge here to counter what's coming.
It looks like Bucky from ult F4 has got his ult here. We'll see if he gets a couple kills.
Yeah, they still have the res here, so he's got to get a lot and just keep it rolling, because otherwise it's going to be a tough fight. Oh, the thing coming out, he got a few, but it doesn't seem like it's who he wants, except for Rainier does get picked. That's the #1 target, but he got a res. He's going to come back fast enough because we need his ult in here to turn the fight.
Oh, and a big ult from Ray. Let's see if he can hold it. Oh, good kill. He's got the reset. Oh, Ray's cooking.
There we go. That's help your boy. Help your boy. You got it. Oh, they're not gonna get the reset, but I think he got enough done. Unless that thing. Oh, they just pile on him, man. The tanks just targeted him. Beaver Rivals turned that. I'm actually really surprised. It was looking really bad for him at the beginning, but at the end of the day, the res plus having the tanks up that were there, like, that's the thing about having a Thor in your team. He does so much damage. As you can see, he's just absolutely just wrecking that Ultron. Yeah, he's got no chance. He's still got ult too. They're doing a good. Ult F4 is doing a good job of countering. Oh, the ult comes out from Cloak. This could keep it going, but they don't have the numbers. The Punisher ult.
Kills.
Yeah, Punisher ult could be the absolute turning power. Yeah. This is going to be .2. They have no support though. They have no support. Oh, the rocket's coming in. Is he going to be able to keep? If he doesn't keep thing up, this is for sure. Oh, they got to reset. That was so close. It was just like back and forth, and this is the long walk. It's such a long walk because they're so close at the end. To get to the battle, it takes you at least 15-20 seconds after you come back from the 7 or 8 respawn second time, right?
And I felt like Beaver had a really good push there, and ult F4 just found a way to slow it down.
That when you hit that last battle, you need a clean fight. Like with the rocket, you get that one grace kill, but they lost 2 or 3, and at that point, it's like all they gotta do is delay. Oh, huge ult, get the Punisher. Oh, the Barry Benson is just showing up, man, with his ults, getting at least 1 kill every single time. Thing trying to counter it. The res does come, which is going to negate it, which is really nice for Beaver. But at the end of the day, they don't have any ults left to roll with. This is going to be very bad, especially with the Ultron. Oh, this is team fight. This is in. This is it. Don't interact. Just styling on them now. They got no ults to speak of. Oh, the Cloak. I'm sorry, I just misspoke. The Cloak's coming back, but they're down so much at this point. Renew Ultron is a little bit early. Let's see if they can still make it happen. It needs a reset, but with the rocket ult, surely they can make it happen.
For ult F4. Let's see if they can wipe off it.
Yeah, even with the strange, nah, there's no way. Oh, that's a super, yeah. Okay, so what I gather from this is that the Beaver Rivals had a really great start. They were pushing really strong, but it's just like that Wakanda map we saw last time, where that second point, right before the end of the second point, ult F4 just switches gears, and then Rainier just starts popping off. But that was definitely not only him. Barry B. Benson, got a shout out to him with his ults and just his combos. He's got the combo down, man. You build it up, and then like you build up his, like, I don't know what you call it, like his force, whatever you call it. And then he ults, and he's got like 100 force, and by the time he just uses that on support with his ult, plus like any left click or any damage, and whoever he ults is just automatically dead.
And the rocket picks definitely playing a part in this match. A lot of revives, a lot of pushes on those rocket ults as well.
Yeah, I were Beaver Rivals, I would consider. Well, it depends on your character, right? So if you have like a support that doesn't play many characters and you can't ban the rocket, you're kind of stuck into it. But I think that can be a wild card, right? To kind of change how these battles go. I'd like to see maybe that be a future ban for him because it is playing a lot of value. And Nathan has having some great ults. I've been noticing that they've been using it not only just to survive, but like there's some clutch kills that like you can power through because it is an offensive tool as well.
Yes. It's all about timing and coordination with those healing ults. If you do it well, you can hold a push like ult F4 did for a really long time.
Yeah, dude. We gotta take a look because we see a White Fox coming out from Beaver Rivals like that. They definitely felt like something needed to change. But the triple support, excuse me, it's not like aligned on the top, so I can't at least tell. But like when I looked at it, yeah, it's triple support. So they're making a big change. But meanwhile, on the ult F4, we have Storm coming in. Let's see. Oh, a huge grab on the thing. He might have overstayed his welcome. Vega, triple support should get him through. Yeah, he should be all right. If they didn't have triple support, he was 100% dead there.
Ray's just getting anything he wants there in the front line.
Brother, not even triple support can keep him up through the Bucky. He will get res though. However, they also lost Cloak, so this is going to be really good for ult flip to 4. B-Res to pull something out. E-rank answers. The Punisher. Ray New is he's feasting, bro.
Nobody's looking at him there on that right side. He's getting everything he wants there.
That's the problem with triple support, right? You have that one less person that can help mark the Bucky. So with that being said, he was able to just do enough damage. Like Bucky in his three round clip alone can destroy a support by himself, and there's no way you react to that in time. So even with 3 supports, I would like to see him swap. Okay, we got a Spider-Man, so maybe he can get in there and cause some chaos. We'll see. It's a tough ask. Oh no!
It looks like they moved off that triple support really quickly there after that first hold.
Yeah. Now he swapped to the Star-Lord. We're playing Mystery Heroes at this point. Ray Nero doing his feasting thing. Oh god. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. I don't even. I'm trying to struggle for words to see what Beaver Rebels can do at this point, right? Because they only have 32% on Cloco. That's the biggest thing to me, right? Because that can turn the whole momentum's like make a huge momentum swift. But if you're dying, so she's dying a lot, which means obviously you're getting the charge. So this is gonna be a very tall task for Beaver Rivals.
We're going to see if Beaver Rivals with Winter Soldier and Punisher can go and get some quick kills here without that ult.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot of pressure on the front line, but that might just feed ult faster because we got Cloco coming up from ult 4. Oh, they need this Winter Soldier ult to be huge. No, they get him 1 res, but at the same time, it's not going to be enough. Oh, we got a Storm ult coming. This could be the wipe. This could be the absolute wipe. Coming in for the Cloak. Yeah, that's the smart choice, but she fades away. That's the problem, right? She does get out, and now Storm's a little too far in. Oh, that's punishing. That's punishing.
And again, another res from Rocket, and looks like ult F4 is going to push this down.
Yep. Even with the Rocket kill, it's not going to be enough. They got 3 on the card. That's really all I need. The walk is pretty bad for the defenders. It's not as bad as the offense, of course, and just the style on them with the Cloak ult. Yeah.
And just like that was rough. That's game 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, it was looking good for Beaver Rebels in the beginning. Their push was very strong, but then it's literally copy paste deja vu of that Wakanda from last time against To Eternity Beyond, where they just the Bucky. You got to ban the Bucky. I think we can agree on that. Yes.
I think so. Yeah, we'll see if they ban it here going into game 2.
It's tough because Beaver Rebels does have a really good Bucky player, but at the same time, like. The value it is a 6-man roster, so I'm not trying to like say there was a diff or anything, but just the way that ult F4 plays around the Bucky and the value that he was getting is just you can't dispute it. So that's my bet for ban 1.
Yeah, there's nothing you can quite do with 20 final hits there on the other team. That's gonna hurt.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, I just saw that. That's crazy. Yeah, Emma doing 11. Oh, he wasn't Emma the whole time. He was the Strange player. That's right. I think he got vast majority of them from his Strange because he was Emma on the offense, I believe, and that obviously didn't last nearly as long.
And huge shout out for the tanks for ult F4. Ray can't do what he does without them distracting the rest of the other team, making those clutch ults as well. That's
a good point, man. Because Squelchy is a really good support, and if you have both your supports and maybe another player like turn their attention to the Hulk in the back line, then that's a death sentence for everybody else on your team, especially if you're playing like a Bucky, right? Like you're just trying. You can't do what you need to do. So that might be another idea for ban. Maybe not first ban. I'd still take the Bucky off the board, but the Hulk would be a good choice. Secondary.
I think so. We'll see if they ban Bucky first here, if they'll save that Hulk going into the first save.
Yeah, and I as long as I think the thing was a good play. The Hulk's obviously really strong, but again, if you have somebody like a Bucky on the opposing team, he doesn't have a shield, and he's just so vulnerable. He's like really good at certain. He's like a situational character. So I wonder if that's a comfort fit for Vega, because he was not. He didn't seem, as far as I could tell, like a good fit for what was happening from what was being brought to the table by Ulta. For if every time as a Bucky player, when I see a thing, I'm just super excited because you just shoot him in the head and he just dies because he doesn't have any defense.
All right, looks like both teams are going for a break to, get their wits about themselves, get ready for game 2. We'll start with game 2 here in just a few minutes. We'll see if they make any adjustments. I think this is very winnable for Beaver, but they got to make some adjustments going to game 2.
Definitely. All right. Well, are we gonna go to commercial, or are we gonna keep it going? All right. Well, I what's the next map? Do we know what the next map is? I don't have it in front of me. So we did that was Convergence. I always stumble upon the map types. Convergence is, and now we can do a King of the Hill, I believe. Empire of Eternal Night, Convoy. Oh God, which one is that? Empire of Eternal Night. Do you know what that one is? Empire of Eternal Night.
The null map.
The null that these terms don't mean. Jeez, you think if the amount of time I spend in this game that I would know these maps better? But it's a convoy. All right, I'll see the image here.
It looks like both teams are ready here.
Yes. Oh, that didn't take long. So we'll see. I don't know if convoy changes anything as far as the strategy. You know, Bucky's good all across all map types. But as far as convoy is concerned, that means that I would think this would play into the hands of Beaver Rivals a little bit, because we just saw the speed at which Alt F4 took that first point. Man, it took Beaver did do it in a couple fights. Like, it didn't take them super long, but Alt F4 just steamrolled that first point. So looks like the defense on the other side does have room for improvement. And also the synergy. Now we get the Thing lineup on the Alt F4 side. So I'd like to see the Beaver make that adjustment as well.
Interesting.
Oh, the Hulk.
No Bucky ban for the first ban.
Okay. Yeah, we were pretty close to right. I assume they would ban Bucky next, but there's no way it's going to get around to that. There's no reason that Ulta 4 would change their strategy at this point.
Oh, and they saved Phoenix. An interesting move here.
Did they even play Phoenix? I don't remember seeing her.
I think Ray's got Phoenix in his back pocket here if he's not playing Bucky. So we'll see if they mix up the strategy with if Beaver Rivals ban Bucky with their second ban.
Yeah, I'm just interested because I can't recall seeing much of Phoenix in the last game whatsoever. Oh, they saved the. Okay, I'm so confused. Are they just feeling really super confident and just say, hey, let's just keep the rocket. Let's try to keep everything the same. We don't care if they ban our Bucky out. Ray can play a couple different things. Not a big deal. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I can't really blame them for having tons of confidence.
Cyclops ult here. We'll see if Beaver Rivals come back with the Bucky ban like we expect them to.
Mm-hmm. They're thinking about it. If I were there, I'm surprised that they're taking as long as they did. I mean, it seemed pretty clear cut. But then again, that's the thing, right? Like, we aren't in the game, so maybe there's something that felt differently. Okay, it was just super interesting because she was only played on the offense. She was not even played on defense, so they just felt even in that short amount of time. At least as I recall, because that was who was it? That was Barry. Barry played her, and he played Strange. which I thought was actually more impactful. But then again, it's one of those things where we're not in the game, so maybe it felt different from their perspective.
Yeah, we'll have to get some insights from the team captains after this game, kind of think of their thought
Very
strategy
true.
through those bans. That'll be some good insight to hear from their locker room.
Certainly. Groot save. Okay, I do know that Ulta 4 does have a very strong Groot, but at the same time, it's like, why would you save him? Because it wasn't even in this. This is, I think they're flexing at this point. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah, we'll see if Beaver Rivals takes advantage of that and comes out without these bans.
Yep. We are short of Captain America. I would like to see Captain America because here's the thing, right? Whether it's Captain America or other dives, if you are the team that lost and you lost a convincing map, you're not going to say, hey, we need to play the same comp and make small changes. That's not going to work. You need to make large team composition changes. So I love that they're making. I mean, the DPS, yeah, that makes sense that they're comfortable on it. It works. I would like to see like most of the bulky ban, which would result in that. But I'd like to see them do some dive because just throw some chaos in there, right? So if you have the enemy team, their supports maybe a little weaker, but the other 4 players are outmatching yours. If you throw some chaos in there, that can be the wild card to turn things in your favor and just have it to where they're both distracted and maybe not healing somebody, and at that point you can get a pick or something and maybe turn the tide. It's just me spitballing here of a strategy. That's what I would be thinking. So I'm very surprised to not see any big changes. Maybe they don't play them, but that's a whole different conversation.
Both teams with kind of a standard front to back comp. Maybe the Thor can make some chaos in their backline. We'll see if that's a big factor for him.
That is true. That's good. That's a very good point. He is very capable of flanking because he's got that mobility, and then he's got that range DPS. And here's the thing too: he's got so much damage. Even if he doesn't get a pick, he's gonna cause that chaos to where somebody, if a support gets hit by 2 or 3 of his ascending awakening thunder or whatever it's called, then they're gonna be calling for help, and they're gonna be taking a lot of attention away from the rest of the team.
Couple hits from his lightning and they melt really quickly.
Yeah, the Phoenix. One thing to note as well is the Phoenix is really good here for going up the top, as you see. So she's a very strong character at this point specifically. Oh, we see the Thor already get taken out. Yeah, definitely a lot of flanking coming out from Ulta 4. But that being said, the Bucky is going to come back, so that's not going to be a good sign for the Beavers. Let's see a little more contest coming in. The Phoenix is actually just cooking them right now.
Yeah, Phoenix is making a huge impact to start this game. We'll see if she can break those walls and get through their defenses.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I want to see a change. Well, you got to change it up because that Groot walls are absolutely just stopping everything because you can't. It's going to reflect all the healing orbs from the rocket as well as stop the cloak. So neither of them are getting heals through to their team, and that was what I think was the biggest impact as to why that first fight went so poorly. Here's the problem: like pushing through this choke is a nightmare, especially when you've got like a Captain America trying to. Maybe he can flank around, I guess.
It looks like Barry's doing some work here with Groot here to start off.
Yeah, Beaver does a lot of damage, but yeah, that first point is just it's a no go.
And Barry for ult 4 with a really quick ult here. We'll see if he pops it.
It doesn't seem like it's even necessary here. There's actually just steamrolling. Yep. Oh no, Nathan Burnett. Maybe that was a misclick. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It was a misclick because that was definitely a one fight. But the way this is going, especially because they got Cloak Hulk already, I want to point that out again. I think Marvel Woman has been dying or getting picked, so like you can see the disparity in the ult because the Tuna already has their ult.
Well, they're just flexing on them. They don't need a rocket ult here.
Oh God, this is it's definitely possible at this point, but at the same time, Beaver does have a Wolverine, so they're trying different things. I respect it. Oh,
and a quick ult from Barry,
yeah,
but he gets shut down.
A little bit too far forward. I don't think the rest of the team was quite there yet, but Don't Interact just trying to make something out of nothing with the Storm ult. Phoenix, really nice ult. He's distracting so many people at this point, so surely that's a great turn. You can see he really knows what they're doing on that Phoenix, right? Distracting 3 or 4 players, and then the second they're about to die ult because you get healed to full, and turning on the person who was the Strange being absolutely isolated from the rest of the team by the solo Phoenix. So that's the power of the Phoenix. That's why I was saying before, he's such a strong player on that Phoenix.
Yeah, they definitely saved that Phoenix for a reason. I think she's one of the reasons they're at least making a good hold here.
Definitely. And just the spread damage. The problem is he's not as good as some of the other characters taking down the walls. That's what I'd like to see Bucky just like #1 focus, get those walls down because they're trouble.
He's got his ult again here.
Let's see if they get a reset. Oh, very good ult from Marble Woman. That's exactly what you need to make sure no resets happen. There's no excuses anymore.
A lot of things going on here around this point. We'll see who makes it out alive.
Yep. Yeah, it's ult Fiesta for sure. The problem is, is that the Beaver Rivals ulted first, which means their Cloak ult runs out, which means they die first, unless there's something else which they did not have at that point. They're still waiting on the Rocket ult to come back. So just well played from Ult F4 by the books as far as support ults is concerned. Shout out. So they're going to have to stop them in point 3 here, so take it to the streets.
Yeah, Tuna and Nathan definitely doing a good job healing the team from the back line.
Yeah, I'm interested to see from their perspective to see like if they are getting blocked off as much, because Marble Woman and Big 501 are seriously getting their vision blocked by Barry B. Benson. He's been really a highlight. Like once again, it's just such a strong tank. And you can see he's doing that. The one thing I will say about Jay Vega is that he's doing a good job of keeping his immortality up. Oh, here we go from the Beaver side with the ult. Oh, but he doesn't get taken out. He's getting res, but that's a consolation price at this point. Huge ult from Barry B. Benson.
Oh, and Squelchy, huge couple kills there.
Yep. So he's like, hey, I can do it too, Barry. Watch me. They did use both their ults and the rocket ult, but I think you'll take that any day of the week when it comes to the progress that they're getting, because this is last fight territory at this point. Oh, they might not even get a clean fight at this point.
And even after all that play, they still have the Bucky ult in their back pocket here for this last push.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be deadly. And with they do have a rocket ult on the opposing side, so I'd like to see that go up to counter it, because you definitely don't want any resets coming out. Here it comes. Great timing on that ult. Let's see if they can. Oh no! Wait a second.
And a very quick push from
Wait a second. Game. Oh man, the rocket ult timing was perfect. That was looking good, but I think they're a little distracted. I didn't see exactly where all the tanks were on Beaver Rival's side, but they were not where they needed to be, unfortunately. That is another problem too, right? The Groot is very slow, so if you're trying to get back, maybe he could have swapped to something a little more mobile if that was going to be a problem, because depending on when he died, he might be the last one out, which is always a bad sign, right? Like your tank is a slow tank and is late, the last one to die coming out late. It's recipe for disaster, which looks like what's happened there, but it does happen.
Looks like Beaver Rivals Wu is switching to Moon Knight here to start off this attack phase. We'll see if that gives him a different look against Ult F4.
For sure. Yeah, I'd like to see a Punisher, if he can play Punisher. I mean, I'm not a Moon Knight player, so I don't know how good he is at taking out the walls, because I think that's been a big problem for Beaver Rivals. It's just even though they had the Phoenix on top, like I was mentioning before in the first point, just dunking on them, like that's only part of the equation. You still need to be able to get through heals through there, and if the walls are staying up, then your tanks are going to get isolated. It's just good Garoots are going to put them between the tank and the heals. That's textbook.
It looks like we're going triple DPS for Beaver Rivals out of the gate. We'll see if they can stay alive.
I love that, yeah, because they need more damage to put it through the walls and whatnot, and the ability of Starlet is so strong. So all you gotta do is build his ult and you team wipe, or you force a support ult. Okay, Valley looking for a pull here. He's actually just trying to plow in that damage. We'll see if they can force it through, but with the triple DPS, you would think they'd have enough damage here, but Ulta 4 is definitely holding strong.
They're getting any quick kills here. They're stuck around.
Yeah, Squelchy on that Strange. It's so funny to see them swap it up like this. But with the Groot coming out, it's just, you can see it's like a force in there, man. You can't shoot anything.
It looks like Ult F4 gives you a look, and then the Beaver Rivals switch it up, and Ult F4 switches back to counter. So it looks like they're doing a good job of updating the lineup and rolling with the punches.
Yeah, the triple support on Ulta 4 side is just keeping them rolling with that Ultron. It's such a good counter to Moon Knight too. But you see Squelchy getting isolated. This is looking good for Beaver Rivals. Maybe they can turn this. The res will come up and then ready to counter. So Yeah, this is not looking too good. Wait a second. The Groot ult could be big though. It's not gonna be reset from the Bucky, but if they get a big Groot ult, this could be it.
Another big ult from Nathan here. Will, how many reses do you think Nathan has today?
At least 7 or 8. No, wait, maybe double digits. He's double digits.
At least.
Yeah. Ulta 4 is just their synergy. This is what I was talking about. Like their synergy and just countering is just on point. Like we haven't seen it that I've noticed any like overlapping ults that are just like game change. Like you haven't seen the 2 supports ult at the same time. We saw Nathan do a ult that was ill-advised, but that was like a solo thing. It wasn't a team synergy thing. So they're playing really well together as a team. You can see they're very well practiced.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Vega gonna have to wait for the tank to come back. They are playing 1 tank, so once your tank dies, you are kind of lost at that point, unless you have a big ult. Star-Lord ult is coming up, which is going to guarantee usage of a enemy ult. That being said, though, that's just absolute massacre. Don't interact making a big play on the enemy Star-Lord, but Squelchy. Okay, they're down players, but they're ulting with the cloak, and then Tuna doing exactly what you need to do, just counter ult even though you're up players. This is not going to be a good fight for Marlboro. For Beavers.
Trying to do anything to get out of spawn here.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that the stress is coming in because they were fighting down and then they lost people and then they cloak ult. That's when you know that the situation is setting in. Defeat. You could probably see the end of the tunnel, and it's the light at the end of the tunnel is what they see right now.
Yeah,
you get that feeling.
They're able to attack you from several different levels. We have the tanks going around and flanking, Ray's going to punching, and then it's just not good.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna comment on the bans. Oh wait, here we go. Moon Knight coming in, getting kill. Is it a res? No, the res must have been cooldown. So they do have 1 person, but the fight is not going well. They may be able to get like back at 6 and push some distance, but they have so long to go and only 40 seconds to do it.
Interact 2 is kind of having a quiet game from Ultron, but he's saving his team up from the side.
Quiet is exactly what you want from Ultron, right? Just playing admin, just looking down upon everybody. E-rank, we're going to the punch. I think it's a great swap, but it's just going to be too little, too late. The battle is just every fight is not going their way. Ulta 4, we can clearly say, are just the stronger team right now. They're definitely about to lose some more people. They're still fighting down. Like they just commit to the fight even though they're down, but there's such a short amount of time left. Oh no, that's just not nice. That's just bullying at this point.
One player they countered it. Rivals, their last mask, and it looks like this game is over.
Oh man, Ultra 4 looking really good. They didn't have any answer to the Ultron. You need somebody to be. It's tough, right? Because you want somebody to take out the Groot walls, but you also need somebody to, like a Punisher, shoot both at the same time because that Ultron was just feasting the whole time. I don't think he died. At least with the defense, I never saw him being taken out, and simultaneously he's really good against the Moon Knight, which Beaver Rebels are using. He's very good against the Star-Lord without an ult, which Beaver Rebels are using, so they didn't really have an answer for that Ultron.
You couldn't given the MVP to anybody on Ult F4, but Squelchy with a fantastic game, 34, 2-1. You can't ask for much more than that from your tank.
Yeah. Shout out to him and Barry. They both did really well. Obviously, Barry's Groot is something that teams should be on the lookout for in the future because he was nasty with it. Squelchy with 17 final hits. I mean, 18 obviously is very impressive, but from a tank getting 17, good lord. Yeah, so
a very balanced game all around from Ult F4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that like their team is well practiced. So that's something that I knew coming in, but this just highlighted just how strong of a team, a 6-man squad. I mean, there's 7 players, but like 6 players in the server are working together, making things happen.
All right, we're getting worried. We're going to talk to both captains at once here. We're going to get a double interview. We'll get them in here in just a second once they've talked to their teams after that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a lot to discuss on both sides. The Beaver Rebels are not out of it. It's a double elimination, so they will go to the losers bracket, but they still can qualify for the Final Four in-person tournament, so that it's not all hope is lost. We will likely see them again if they allow us to stream it, but they do go on. So this is the winners bracket.
Interesting to see Ult F4 in the bottom half of the winners bracket here. Interesting to see where they can go from here and how far of a run they can make. Their team's looking really strong right now.
Yeah, definitely. They have so many tools. All right. I hear the pings, which means we have visitors.
Hello.
Hello, y'all.
BC?
Good games to both of you guys.
Oh, GG.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
Good game, my friend. Good game. Good game. Good game.
Yeah. So we'll start with B-roll. So let me get your feedback on that. How did that? It looked like at the end. Well, I first want to ask about the Hulk ban. Was the Hulk causing some real problems for y'all?
Yeah, he was a terror on the back line. His bubbles, stopping him from dying, and then harassing the healers. Healers got scrambled, which allowed the picks. So
Yeah.
he's definitely a problem. And then Emma was a huge problem too.
Yeah, I saw the Emma ban. We were thinking the Bucky would have been #1 ban.
Yeah, he was going to be, but we had a Bucky player.
Right.
And in past games, he was absolutely dominating in those games, and I think he could have in this game as well. But the comms were so amazing, so he didn't even cross our mind to even ban. Now that this played out, I was like, yeah, he should have been banned. He was hard to stop.
Right. Yeah, it's tough too because once you get that reset, it's like the one ult can just turn the whole fight. But yeah. But you guys are definitely going on to you guys are not out of it, of course. You still we'll like to see y'all again. Was there anything that you wanted to say about the game or to your opponents or anything?
No, good game. It was I told my team, because we walked 4-0 and then we got to phase 2. It was a humbling experience. It's definitely a huge learning curve for all of us. More specifically towards like comms. One thing I noticed, because I died a lot, but one thing I was learning was that they were really good at their call outs. When I would go to do a flank, there was 2 waiting for me right there. And then on our side, we were kind of just like, hey, let's just try to get picks how we get them. And the healers were doing such a great job of just paying attention. So their team did absolutely amazing. Our team still did good too, but there's work to be done.
Yeah. There's nothing that will motivate you more than that loss to try and say, hey, because you can get really complacent sometimes, right? Especially if you're winning a lot, and then it's a humbling experience. So yeah, definitely respect the attitude, and I from the spectator's point and from somebody that has played with them, I can second that they do have a good synergy and will. It's almost impossible to flank against them sometimes. It feels like so. I'm with you there. I'm trying it myself.
Yeah, definitely. For a good game. That was absolutely amazing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Fellow class performers from all you guys.
Thanks, brother.
All right, questions.
Thank you, man.
Nathan, this is the second time we've seen your team. It looks like you guys are stronger and stronger every time we see you on here. You mentioned all that practicing that you're doing. Did you think that helped out? They mentioned the call outs. Were you guys very coordinated in your locker room there?
That definitely helped. I was gonna bring that up. That the other team already mentioned stuff about comms and our communication. So that was actually an issue that we had while practicing and scrimming, and we wanted to make sure that we got that down because we had dirty comms for a while where like so many people were calling out different targets and we couldn't get a kill because everybody's like damage was not focused. And so during VOD review, during like other scrims, we've like noticed our mistakes and things like that, and we actually kind of like designated people in our comms now where like, hey, only like these people should be calling out targets, and like that way there's not 6 people yelling over each other and things like that. And we've gotten our comms down pretty good because especially in the beginning of the tourney, like we had a lot of issues with that, like not focusing damage, double support ulting, just like comms are all over the place. And I feel like we've really locked that down. So yeah.
All right. Well, taking all that in, you guys did a great job top to bottom. If you look at the scorecard there, it looks like a really balanced game from you guys, and we're excited to see what you guys do moving forward in the tournament. Awesome job, both of y'all.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Good luck to y'all.
Thank you.
All right. With that being said, yeah, we had some great team tonight. Looking forward to seeing both of those how their stories play out. But with that being said, we appreciate everybody staying up late.
Yes.
Because I'm ready to get to bed too. Especially if you're in Eastern, you guys should already be in bed probably. It's a school night after all. But with that being said, thanks again. It's been a pleasure to be able to do this. Especially shout out to GSG for putting this on and allowing us to do this for such a good cause, and for the people that are participating as well. Obviously, you can see we had some good sportsmanship going on, and a lot of good people involved.
And get ready to tune in. We're going to see Will. He's going to be playing tomorrow. So if you guys want to tune in, see some gameplay from Noelle and Smokey and the Good Boys, be sure to tune in tomorrow. I
tried to get it earlier. It's at 9 CST as opposed to 10. I tried to get it as early as possible, but at the end of the day, it ended up being 9 CST. So appreciate everybody that they tune in, but we will do our best.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure calling with you, and we'll see you in the next stream.
All right. Likewise. Appreciate it.
Today we are here live on the USAA San Antonio campus for Gold Star Gamers, where we have USAA employees and Gold Star kiddos here competing on behalf of our Gold Star families.
We have Gold Star Gamer kids here representing 5 different families of service members that lost their life. And each one of the USA teams is representing a different child and their parent.
I am representing Sergeant Hester.
My dad, he was in the Army and he was a sniper. It feels great that they're representing him.
It does hold a deep and dear place in my heart, be able to represent someone that has fallen in the line of duty, right? And to have their family here as well. You want to do the best that you can, right? And I want to be the best example that I can to these kids.
It doesn't have to be about financial products and pricing. It's about how we show up for our members. It's a great way for us to give back, and there's no better way to give back than supporting these kids.
So it's pretty exciting, it gets a lot of people involved, it gets families involved. It's another way to show appreciation to who we support.
Serving our military community and families is more than just what we do. It's truly who we are at USAA. We care about military families, and events like this are a perfect example of that gratitude in action.